Creative Dream Radio. Welcome to the Creative Dream Radio. Broadcasting to you live. Welcome to the Creative Dream.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Zimion's Global Concerns animation channel, and I, the creator of the animations, and mostly I do, it's practically all comic book and manga style art. I just draw everything, and to get things straight, out on Google with new AI things and terms, there's changes happening all over the nation with AI and government's official censorships, things that are happening affecting. I'm sorry, kind of looking that way because the camera's in a tilt. It's changing a lot for how we look at the internet, and also corporate greed cutting in. I agree. There are good things coming out of government, but there's a lot of dumb stuff coming out of government, and a lot of it's to do to spy on our, if we have been on the naughty or nice list. I am an animator. I almost worked for Disney. I almost worked for Nintendo. Almost worked for Electronic Arts. Look what happened to a lot of these companies. These amazing companies. Different CEOs come in. They change stuff. And it affects the whole corporations. It's kind of sad. You know, you grow up with the things where we actually work together than try to put a business out of business. And also try to keep the business maintained for what a business is about. That's also happened to YouTube. I hope they can see the light at the end of the tunnel, because a lot of people are upset on YouTube for the changes that are going on. And AI is a big issue. It takes mandatory people to actually monitor that stuff, because AI is not as smart as we think. Now Elon Musk tried fusing the new quantum technology with it, which is more dangerous, gives it more super abilities. It started acting up in weird situations. It was someone did a review on it, but they had to stop it because it was way too powerful. It was acting weird, doing stuff. And also AI has turned on people before. And it's pretty much you're giving the AI a natural selection and it auto-selects it. It's like having a bot. And so it makes an auto-selection. And it's been around since the 70s. And it's been around for aero robotics and dynamics. And then it's put into software, and then used it to hunt people down through the police and stuff. And then now it became software for us to use as tools. And over the generations, it's just weird stuff. But it kind of drawn the line. I've been seeing all the stuff, watching some of my favorite YouTubers like Critical Moist, Asmongold, Chibi, and a lot of other cool guys out there. And I agree with Asmon. It's just and Critical Moist. It's just things happening, and everybody has their opinion what they like and don't like. So when I went to college, I wanted to bring my comic books to life. I didn't have a true title or trademark for my titlements. When I did there, this is the whole point that I'm doing this podcast today. I wish I had some other people on with me, but so this is all about a book I published when I was in college. The publications didn't come out until way after, but I worked as a publishing, graphic arts, the old school graphic arts and designs. I went through animation courses, game designs, color design, graphic design, you name it. Everything in our fields, but graphic design was one of them, and doing business advertising. So I built a how to draw superhero book. And this is the original print that I did, which was the Blue Stars Wild anime. And this was the stuff. This is it's a little blurred because I have a blur background thing. So this is the artwork. And this was not for censorship. It was more for business class and for my graphic design and photography classes and stuff like that. And I had all my friends. My one friend, Jeremy, passed away. Really good guy. He helped out with a lot of stuff. Dedication to a lot of people. Then it came with a disc. This is the end cover. I don't know if you can see it. I'm sorry for the blur. I'm just sorry for the blur, guys. I'm a little too close to the camera, that's why. So this is where the disc would go. I had the most worst video recording of me drawing a butterfly. It looked like a big shalong with butterfly wings. And I didn't mean to do that. It was just a thing. I showed how to draw dinosaurs. Then I had topics about Japanese anime for Gem and the Holograms that nobody knows about. That was way after. I was at that time. And then I had like things with wizards and crafts. And then how to draw your superhero stuff. Given knowledge how to do it. And then I had like, it was mostly drawing animals, showing how to draw animals, basic steps. And it had eyes. I showed all the eyes, how to draw the eyes, how to draw a lamb. And then I showed like how to draw hands. Then I had pictures of hands. All my friends. These are hands that my friends gave me, and also they clipped things from the internet back in the day. These are the early 2000s. Early 2000s. Then I had topics on animals, and some of these were broken into pieces for other classes. And this is the stuff that this actually had. This is all glossed. This is the fabricated paper they would give you to print it up on the print press, and also put it through a steel plate. And then this is the results from that. And then, I'm just showing every piece. The pages are a little messed up here, but then I did this artwork. I drew the seal, and then I have this here talking about everyone and animals and stuff. Then I had to do little marketing things and everything, and I had a maze, and I had all this. I'm going to show you guys because I want you guys to know that I actually made this book, and I'm not going to lie about it. And I'm going to tell some of the other things that I did when I should not have done. Honesty's best policy. So, and reason why there's not usually a single side, because some of the things weren't double-sided back in the day. You couldn't just do a double-sided thing. You had to run certain things through the plate. You had to have a single side, press it, and when you print it up before anything of the press. So this is like a finish here, whereas a double-sided. So it's like a little catalog. I had to show what I would sell if I was a business owner. So what happened? After all this madness that I have done, and me and my friends, and things I did through college, I graduated in a way. I got a certificate. I only went for a certificate. Everybody wanted me to go for a master's, be a professor, and my art professor actually recommended me to all these major names like EA Games, Nintendo, Disney, all these big names. I did a lot of amazing things throughout my life. I struggled because nobody would tell me how to do my life. I said, how does the artist get here and do this? No one would tell me. You go to a college through the company you want to work for. You sign up for the company, you apply to the company, and you go through a college for that master's degree for those years, and not the BS that everyone would put you through, not finding your way. That's what they screwed up. And if you're going to do anything from Homestead, get a copyright first. Start small. Even just send a letter to yourself. Those don't exist anymore. And not to seal, not to open. The other one is get a trademark if you can afford it. But try a logo first because it's cheaper. And be careful of those guys. They try to get you to punch every button and then try to rip you off and say you're only supposed to pick one. And that's what happened to me. I paid over like $10,000 for one piece of paper. That's crazy. And it was only supposed to be $700, but they didn't tell me just to pick one subject for it. And they told me to go black and white, where it should have been probably more color to indicate each color, because they didn't get to track the color, so they tracked black and white. That's the thing you got to watch at trademarks. And patents are more powerful, but then you can do a whole document, what it's about, and describe it, but then it can be rejected, and it's only temporarily. And that's the same. They do that so they can sell it also with your trademark and logo. They could, if you're not paying mostly the trademark, they will go and sell it to somebody else, and then they'll rewrite your whole history on it. So I've been keeping up with my trademark and my logo and everything and my copyrights. Some people were right. This world's going to hell with AI. So what is going on with this? Why did I bring this up? Yes, and I also did some shows. I had these little card trinkets. I try to get people to go to shows, do stuff. I have first thing I got was a couple times in the mail about Blue Stars Wild Anime since my grandma. I ended Blue Stars Wild Anime. It was a YouTube channel. It started as 1-8,000 channel before I became a real YouTuber. I'm bringing all this stuff from the dark out to light because there's people just been hounding me. I also changed it because there's so many titles using Blue Star Wild Anime. So much people using Blue Star. There was drug addicts using it, gangs and stuff using it. There was a cartoon animator at the same time with the same title called Blue Star Wild Anime, where mine is Blue Stars. And I didn't want conflict between that amazing artist. So that artist does kitty cat pictures and kitty cat cartoons and had cartoons, and people were fascinated with the cartoon because it was called Star, the animation, but then they have Blue Star Wild Anime or Blue Star Studios, and it was conflicting under my stuff. And amazing artist. Shout out to the animator for Blue Star, the cat stuff. She has a channel, or he and she has a channel out there. Beautiful art. Many blessings to you guys. Keep it up. But I am going to bring this book back now because of this BS. Taking my family, my mother and father, and me. My dad is he's considered a Vietnam veteran, but he didn't go to the Vietnam, where my grandfather did, and he was a Black Ops. And my father is a retired tech sergeant, and he has no concept with art unless you talk about masonry to him or something repairs for a house or a hangar for airplanes, or talk about planes, because he was Air Force. And I almost became military. And I put all my efforts into arts. And I've been crapped upon. Artists get crapped upon. And people with great ideas and creators on YouTube are being crapped on even to this. Right now, it's really bad. And it's crazy. There's trolls, there's problems, everything left and right. And we got censorships hitting fans from other countries. We're accepting foreign policies into the United States. I agree with Bernie Sanders. These foreign policies should not be coming in. I understand protecting the children, but as parents, it's responsibility for our kids. And they're trying to control businesses, websites, and how they operate, filling the richest to rich. Certain things. Well, let's put it this way. Rich people are the ones that pay the ones that are working the job to keep a business open. I would be more focused about our streets, the crimes, and the problems we're having, the foreign problems. We can't fix it. People are going to move where they want to move. But learn English when you move to another country. I respect yous. I honor yous. But there's just so much stuff. I mean, people are all different. We have our opinions about things, what we like, what we don't like. It's just going crazy. It's psycho. I mean, AI is not going to solve everything. So this is where I'm going to come. Hold up. We're gonna get things. You might not be able to see it. This is all on paper. And this is due to the new foreign policies coming in from Australia, China, and from the UK. And what it is, and there's a guy on YouTube that mentioned it, from Germany, a senator or governor or something, knows what's going on. They're after each other's treasuries because each country around the world is hurting. Somebody's after somebody's treasury or something within the NATO or something going on. There's stuff under the table we don't know. I don't know, but this is the word I heard. They're after the treasury markets over in the UK right now. They're hurting. And they're cutting costs as hard as like we do here sometimes. And what's going on, they're making the censorship to spy on businesses and companies and take data information. I'm not exposing them. They have good ideas, but I think anybody foreign coming into another country, it should get the digital ID stuff or to access internet to protect the people that way, but not to put it into where every citizen where you are born at to change over like that, where it should be an option. And VPNs protect people. VPNs protect from dirty viruses, hacking the government, hacking problems, hacking businesses, which they're saying, take it away, take it away. Well, now, it's not that you're being exposed to people to spy on you, but you're being exposed to hackers, the black market, the dark web, where they're going to take all your information. Well, Ohio was one of the states that, like Wisconsin and a lot of these other ones, 27 states, accepting foreign policies into the United States, but rewriting it into their own words to protect children. And I don't want to talk about this stuff. This is not me. I'm an animator. I've been watching a lot of these guys, like I said. So this is PCI Plus, which is one stationed in Ohio, and everyone's trying to do censorship. No, adults should have the right what they want to watch, what they want to do. Yes, I understand proving your age verification and stuff, but taking away VPNs, forcing people to do things that businesses can't do. Sometimes, like, I own a website. You cannot have that kind of control unless that website gives you the power to put that into your developed site, because sometimes some servers and businesses don't allow that stuff. And it's feeding back to governments throughout the nation. But the treasury thing, what I heard, they're trying to take over other countries overseas. It seems like you're trying to cause another civil war or World War II all over again. And some of this stuff is sounding really crazy. And then that's the same with this AI stuff. Nationwide, all these businesses not taking responsibility to talk to people. If you have an AI, you have to have the responsibility what your customers are doing, but not to be taking their pages away without consent. So this is a section 3, section 4, almost saying like it's a violation or something. And I couldn't figure out why. And I don't even own this stuff anymore. Some of this might be fraudulent. There's been scams and stuff going on. But this is saying it's requirements. This site, this stuff don't even exist anymore. I ended this stuff because there's a problem. I built a website. I got a copyright on the Blue Stars Wild Anime thing way back. It's expired. It's coming to me, but it has my family's household through the AI and address exposing the family name, where it's my mom and dad. They're in their 70s. They're in their 80s, for Pete's sake. My grandfather passed away a couple of years ago. This is crazy. It's horrible. It's just horrible way we're going. Now I'm going to show you guys directly online. We'll pull the browser up right here. So right here, you can see my family name and everything. There's my father's name, Michael J. My middle initial is R. We both have the same name. That's where the confusion comes in. The AI from Gemini came in exposing this stuff. So that's one of the things. So what I'm like, well, it's just crazy that, so let me go right here. So I'm interacting with it. But look at this. Blue Stars Wild Anime appears to be a special identifier username, likely associated with an individual small studio. What studio? I run everything from home. My dream was to open a studio. AI got it wrong, but it's complimenting. It's compliment. Very nice of the AI. Or eligibly term. Search results can be to so forth. So it actually pulled up my information. The name and associates of Blue Stars Wild Anime Studios specifies in Pennsylvania, which that's correct, but it pulls my father's name up. A military veteran. Google, just take the middle initial out. Just because I live at my parents' house helping them out at their age. This is the way I'm talking about exposure, where privacy should matter to certain things of extent, especially when something's past tense. It's good to have history, but your history is wrong. Google, you're wrong. I am the author of the Blue Stars Wild Anime book. And the search results primarily linked publicly, records in the profiles, so they're just using the AI to generate the stuff. General term of the major media. And the contents of your query depends. I don't even know if I can go any down with it because how this is. So somebody linked these in here. So I can't even go further down, but I'm trying to see what I could do. But it exposes where we live. This is so doxy. And that's my old phone number. That's my outdated phone. That phone number don't even exist anymore. This is a false phone number. It's a flagged phone number. This is when flip phones first came out in the early 90s. It's so outdated. Oh, God. Retro, man. That's such a retro number. And Google. So we can go in the Wild Anime results. Now we have all this other weird stuff. And then it pulls up the Netflix. So this is the wild side. See how it just says Blue Stars? It pulls Wikipedia. And here's the beautiful animators I mentioned right here. I'm going to go into them. This is why I didn't want to have conflict. They do beautiful animal art and stuff. So dedication out to these guys. It's in Wikipedia. They got big on the YouTube. Like I grew over the years. I had to change. And I'm an animator too. And no animator should have to face conflict or, I'd rather work with people. But nowadays there's so much greed, so much destruction. And now, see, these guys are on Netflix now. This is amazing. That's why I changed. I ended it. But for this BS, I'll relaunch the book, but I'm going to change the title using my trademark and everything. And because I run a business now with my animations and stuff, and I haven't had time to do animations. I keep saying animations. I've been doing the video game stuff more because that's where I kind of flew to on my Classic Order gameplays page. There's a lot of things called Classic Order as well. So, but the whole point of this is confusing names and everything, and this shows how bad this AI stuff's getting. It just shows how bad it's getting. And also, us people, we generate the same ideas. And that's also another thing with AI. It's going to take our content. Right now, YouTube's getting nailed by Hollywood actors. And the guy that wants to go Hollywood with Netflix, the CEO, just caused the controversy with himself with this stuff. They're in so much trouble. They fix it. Neo, I'm telling Neo right up front, fix it. Get people to monitor this stuff because AI makes a lot of mistakes. You got to have people protecting your customers and stuff because this is not good. I mean, what future are we going to have? It's just like Google needs to do it. Gemini is a great software, but it can make so many mistakes without a human being there to watch what's going on. It's getting scary, and then people that are doing gaming, it's getting scary for them too. And I don't know how long that's going to last. It makes me want to open up my own personal server, drop everything on there. A lot of people are running to Rumble right now, so I'm not chewing you out. I'm not attacking YouTube, and especially when you lose so many. A lot of people get deleted off the channel, off your platform. There's an issue. So innocent people, even though you got rid of scam artists, it nailed innocent people. What it probably did was things that these innocent people viewed. They probably viewed more of these scammers out there. But how the algorithm works, it locks into, oh, you like this, and it views, and it actually locks things together every time you scroll over something. That's the endangerment on that. And that's probably what happened with the AI. It said, oh, they're part of it because they watched it. That's probably what happened because I understand how some of the AI stuff works. I do programming, RPG gaming. I use Blender, 3D modeling. I use a lot of stuff, visual effects. I love the Corridor crew. God forbid, I love them. Cinemaster, James Ralph, he makes adult content constantly on YouTube. And I love what he was one of the guys that inspired me, along with Freddie Wong. He became a Hollywood director. He worked his way from the bottom up. And that's what this new AI's got to do, but it needs people to guide it and also respond to it. You can't just delete people. But I'm being very respectful. These are ideas, suggestions. You got to listen to some of the users. Don't be like these governments out there right now. They're trying to remove the rights to own the internet for your businesses. This is going to crash major businesses. Right now, Microsoft's going to a complete shot themselves in the foot. And if they don't start changing around themselves, that's one of the biggest data companies. It's gonna go south. So I'm gonna turn this off right now. But these are the problems that we are having, especially as artists. Right now, they're doing so much censorship on artists and creators, people that have ideas. AI is great. I love it because it helps me when I can't get a Blender job done. And it takes about almost 3 months to get some sort of platforming done. I could use AI, and then I could go back, re-edit the codes if it's a video game. If it's a piece of art, I could go over and see if they get good results, or do I have to do it myself? It helps when you're getting handicapped. I'm one guy. I've been doing things for one time for all these years. So that's where I come in. AI is exposing stuff. And I'm not ashamed to show it. And this is my parents' house. This is my parents' stuff, you know. I am the creator of the Blue Star Wild anime thing, but I got this BS paper from Ohio thinking I still have this stuff going on. I don't own none of the websites anymore. I don't own none of these websites anymore for this shit here. Whoever sent me from Ohio, this government parliament crap that's come from the UK and Australia, That don't exist anymore. Why in the hell? But now I'm just pushes me. I'm gonna put a brand new book up. No catalogs, no sales, because I'm not selling nothing. I haven't really sold nothing. I tried selling it in the past. I was like, God, I was probably 20 years old, 25. I'm almost 50 years old. I'm very close to 50 right now. I don't need this garbage. And like I said, people, to me, people deserve their freedoms, what they believe in. This is just BS. I mean, we're going to be in World War III from all this BS. Who can control who? Who could be right? Who could be wrong? We allow illegal things into other countries around the world. When you go to a country, you follow the rules, you dedicate to their rules, you're making a sacrifice. When you're moving to a new place, you may have traditions and stuff. That's for family and home, not out in public and going at people. And then there's places like if you have a faith or something, there's temples, there's places of religion for that, if they have it. It's just that, you're getting a green card, you're getting access to go into someone's country, respect that country. Learn English, learn the language if you're coming to America. If you're going to Japan, learn Japanese. You got to learn the languages. Even if you go to the UK, they have a different Western access than us. And that's the same with Australia. They speak English and everything. Every word's going to be similar. No, there's some words that are totally different, even though it's English. It's just one crazy world we're living in. And I have a friend that's in the UK. So, I have a couple friends in the UK. And I have a few friends in Japan. So, what's going on here, people? This is all I had to say. Google, fix that. Put Michael R. Take my mom and dad's name off the Blue Star thing. Because there's two different Michaels, two different people, two different families under this house. I've been trying to move back to Montana. I do want to open a studio. Hey, Google, if you want to work with me, call me. I'll do stuff. I'll let you know what people are really thinking, where the money's at. I'm just a small guy and thankful to be as a hobbyist and proud to be on Google and using YouTube. I love them. I just want them to realize how crazy some of this stuff is, and we need people to know what's going on in our customers. And I'm not against them because it's their company. They get to do what they want and how they're going to operate it and how they're going to make it a better tomorrow. If they want AI, they're going to have AI. All I say to this with the AI, even if it's a button to turn it off, or is it a thing, work on the categories, improve the categories for fans and people to collab with each other, which we do have collab now, which is a new tool. And that if it's AI, keep the AI with the AI. And keep the reality stuff. Try to determine it. Get something where it determines it. Tries to separate it. It's very hard for the computer to recognize that, even the AI itself. But get something where it can separate the slop from the realities. Even long form. Like there's educational purposes. Keep educational stuff with educational. Keep, all the stuff gaming with gaming. Don't let it mix so badly. Try to get everything where it can try to determine things. But this stuff from Ohio crap, that's what pissed me off. It's not Google. I'm not mad at Google because it's only the AI is only pulling general, just pulling general. I'm trying to say general profiling up off of names that relate and putting in there because I couldn't find much. But I had to look up. I says, well, that's probably where these scammers or even this government's getting this stuff, or that they have something out there. But that's all I have to say. I'm going to end it right now. If you haven't subscribed to Zimion's Global Concerns, check out my art stuff. If you love model kits and stuff, check out my model kits channel. I love Gundam. Gundam's one of my favorite things. Sunrise, I would love to work with Sunrise. Google and Sunrise, that'd be so amazing. Bandai Namco. Hey, give me a call. I want to get my own coffee shop open for veterans. And I'll be happy to sell Google products and happy to sell Bandai products and stuff for the Air Force and stuff with certain people, even Mr. Beast, because I love his chocolate bars. Oh my god, give me all those chocolate bars, Mr. Beast. But hey, you guys we got to start working within a mindset how this stuff's going. If you want something done, go for it, but don't hurt your customers. Find ways to solutionize things. If you can't make payments on things, paying YouTubers and stuff, let them know. Like, live streams is causing a problem. We can't really do this much more. You have to pay a service. Podcasts could be free, but we'll have a timer for it. Do something. Don't delete channels, But sometimes it's a good idea could be a bad idea too. So there's solutions. I'm just saying there's solutions. And if someone did violate something, take away the monetization. Keep the channel, and at least until it could be investigated by a person. Because it's very important, your customers and your fans and people that follow your programs and stuff. It's very important. It's vital. So, but anyways, I love using Google. I love YouTube. I don't want to run the Rumble. I don't want to run over to this stuff. Twitch is in hell right now. They're going to smoke, and I have a Twitch channel. I'm ashamed to have one. They're going to hell. Google and YouTube's better than Twitch, and anywhere. Don't destroy the channel. That's all I have to say. It's just so I'm just upset with the paperwork. It's just, anyways. I'm going. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'll leave some links to my channels explaining underneath. I'm hoping to work with people, anyways. All right, keep awesome. That's all I had to say. I have respect to Google and YouTube and everybody that I mentioned. I respect you all. We all have our opinions and our thoughts. Have a good day. Bye.